Hey YouTube, this is Rove with a final verdict review for Road Not Taken. Road Not Taken is the latest game by SpryFox and their first major foray into PC gaming, and for a first attempt it's actually not too bad. You play as a nameless ranger. Your job is to save the children of the town from freezing to death in the snowy forest. If you do well on the missions, you get currency, like coins, berries, bunnies, and rice, which you can use to buy the other villagers' friendship, even to the point of marriage. Yep, that's right, you can get married just by paying a girl enough coins. And don't even try to have two friends at once. Someone is bound to get jealous and your relationship will suffer, robbing you of your hard-earned money. The overall story is fine, but it just didn't grab me like other story-driven indie games like Bastion or Thomas Was Alone. The gameplay itself is interesting. It's a procedurally generated puzzle game where the goal is to reunite the lost hypothermic children with their worried parents. It's a simple enough goal that quickly becomes very complicated when you need to start making sets of items to open up doors to get to the children in the first place. Each room in the forest usually has one or two doors that you can open by placing sets of objects next to each other. This really isn't as easy as it sounds, since the main way to move objects is to pick them up with your mind powers and then throw them away from you, and most objects travel a very long distance. You can move while holding objects in your mind grip, but it quickly diminishes your energy, which serves as both your life and your turn counter. Once it depletes, it is game over, the end, start from the beginning. You lose all of your progress, all of your items, and currency. As far as I could tell, the only thing that persists through death is the list of objects that you can ban from the forest. And while that is a nice consolation prize, death is still a very harsh penalty, especially considering on the more difficult levels, a single mistake can just start spiraling out of control and cost you a lot of progress. But like other roguelike games, such as Binding of Isaac, once you get good at the game, you can usually pass the first sections relatively quickly. I say usually, since Road Not Taken has a system that increases the difficulty of the next level depending on how well you did on the previous one, which in effect punishes you for doing too well. This frustrated me to no end, since the levels get harder over time anyways, so it seems only logical to store up as much energy as possible on the early levels, but if you get too much, bam, here is some dark ghost ready to steal it all away. Unfortunately, that is not the end of the frustrations. The controls are just WASD and the spacebar, which seems simple enough, but the game requires your character to finish the animation of his previous action before moving on to the next one, which makes sense for a game to do, but in reality it meant that tons of my inputs ended up just getting eaten by the game, especially when you know the solution to a puzzle and you just want to get it done. The game forces you to take everything slowly and methodically, which can get old after numerous deaths. By my third playthrough, I found my will to continue dwindling. The story just wasn't enough to grab me at that point, and some of the levels could get pretty damn hard, especially with some of your inputs not registering. And the rewards for doing well, the charms that modify the game, or unlocking all the secrets just wasn't substantial enough to motivate me to plow through. The game is beautiful though. The art style is cute and very reminiscent of SpryFox's other game, Tripletown. The characters are adorable and change every time you start a new game, which will probably be a lot. The various objects you will be interacting with are all distinctly different, which helps immensely when there are loads of objects on the screen at the same time. Overall, I enjoyed my time with Road Not Taken, but considering I am not a huge puzzle game fan, I can't see myself putting too many more hours into it. If you enjoy games like Bejeweled or Tripletown, this would be worth checking out. If puzzles aren't your thing, you might find yourself getting bored pretty quickly. Thanks for watching. If you haven't had a chance yet, take a look at the Let's Review for Road Not Taken. It's a little bit more in depth because it shows the gameplay itself. And if you enjoyed the videos, give them a like and a comment below. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified when my new videos come out. Thanks for watching.